Now to that new information in the fallout in Ferguson, Missouri. President Obama will discuss the situation tomorrow with his cabinet, civil rights leaders, and law enforcement officials. The White House says the president will discuss how to strengthen relationships between police officers and minorities. That announcement comes as protests continued over the weekend in D.C. and in other cities across the U.S. A day after, protesters blocked traffic near Pentagon City Mall. Other demonstrators brought traffic to a standstill in both directions on I-395. Jeff Goldberg is live in the district tonight with those latest developments. Jeff?
Well, Scott, people driving this afternoon at about 1 o'clock on the Southeast-Southwest Freeway were probably wondering why traffic came to a standstill, and it's because protesters came onto the freeway and blocked this portion of it near the Main Avenue exit, nearly a week after the decision in Ferguson, and feelings remain raw. In the heart of American democracy, a right of that democracy, protest,
people actually want change,
continues to stoke the emotions of Ferguson.
People should hold off by now.
I believe in peaceful protest.
People need to take a step back.
This afternoon on 395 in D.C., protesters moving forward with their plan to shut down the freeway. About 36 people forming a line across 395 South near the 3rd Street Tunnel, voicing opposition to a grand jury's decision not to indict Ferguson officer Darren Wilson in the fatal shooting of Michael Brown. Eventually, most left the scene, but those who laid down on the highway, 8 people in all, were arrested and charged with blocking passage.
Everything needs to be at a standstill until people understand that lives matter.
On Saturday, Wilson resigned from the Ferguson Police Department, saying in a statement, "It is my hope that my resignation will allow the community to heal." On Sunday, the city's mayor expressing the same hope.
Now is the time for the city of Ferguson to begin its healing process.
Back in Washington, Brittany Barris of St. Paul, Minnesota, and Shantisha Hansberry of Mobile, Alabama, see the same protests in very different ways.
If these protests are peaceful and they're getting the word out, then maybe it's going to open the door for them to find justice.
Like if the police officer had been a different color, I don't think it would have been this big of an issue. I think it was an accident, and people need to accept that.
Today, the mayor of Ferguson saying that Darren Wilson will not be receiving a pension or a severance package following his resignation. Meanwhile, the group responsible for today's protest here say they have another one planned for tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock at the very busy intersection of 14th and Constitution. Live in Southwest Washington, Jeff Goldberg, ABC 7 News.